I gotta tell you, who doesn't love Birth by Sleep? It's a great game with balanced attacks, balanced mechanics, a wide array of usable commands, and the boss design is just amazing to me. So I want to put that kind of gameplay into the limit form of Vanitas. So, you know, I showed this yesterday, Sonic Shadow. There's a couple more effects that shoot out. And during the limits, as you've probably noticed by now, you can take damage during them. The startup of this one, the Malignant Damnation, will let you get hit during it. But honestly, the best part of Flowmotion and DDD for me was when you would take damage and die against anything on higher difficulties for even attempting to have fun by using it. And I kind of wanted to meld that into this design. Now, I know what you're thinking. Xadd, that is stupid. That is really, really dumb. You can't just make something so awesome looking and then just let us die for using it. And you're right. I wouldn't do that. You see, if you time it well, then the healing from the limits will still go through. So, if you have proper armor equipped, then you'll be able to survive a couple of hits while using the limit. Or if you time it well against enemies that will just one-hit kill you, like, I don't know, Terra, then you also won't have to worry about that. Like I said before, I want Vanitas' defensive capabilities to be kind of lowered in comparison for his offensive ones. That's not to take away the dodging, the timing, and the guarding, which made the combat in this game actually fun. Fun and rewarding for when you did figure out a boss's patterns. But considering this is a Birth by Sleep character with the closest thing there is to Birth by Sleep in this game, it seems fitting to me. You know, after all this work I've put into Vanitas, some of you might get the impression, maybe, that I actually like Birth by Sleep. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. I actually don't like Birth by Sleep at all. I think it set a trend for reducing the quality of future games in the series. So I want you to know that I'm planning on making this Vanitas thing as fun as possible while trying to keep a level of balance to it. But that there is also way more to it than this moveset. And I won't expand further upon that, but just know I don't do this because I like Birth by Sleep. And I kind of wanted to address this because I get people asking me sometimes, you know, why don't you mod Birth by Sleep? Because I don't like Birth by Sleep. I hate it. I don't want to mod a game that I hate. You know, it's kind of amazing to me because Birth by Sleep is probably the only game I've ever played where a boss randomly breaking out of your attacks after you learn its pattern anyways is something that people just kind of brush off as like, yeah, that's okay. I've never seen that with any other game that I've played. And to be fair, I don't play many other games now. It's just amazing to me what people will defend. You know, if you like Birth by Sleep, I mean, that's fine. It's just, I don't get it. I don't know how people found that game fun. This moveset would be a lot less fun to use if I just programmed every single boss to randomly break out of the attacks you dish out. And I'm not gonna do that, but I'm just mentioning it as like a remark. Anyways, this is all coming off as kind of a rant. The point is, I'm gonna embed the Birth by Sleep style into this form because I don't understand why, but people enjoyed how Birth by Sleep played, where you could have these powerful commands, but then you would just get damaged during them anyways. But the difference is, bosses won't randomly break out of it. It'll still be based on revenge value and all that. So, you know, appealing to both audiences, I guess. Yay. Also, yeah, I screwed up there. That Cyclone attack, which is upper slash, it adds a finisher amount of revenge value, so it adds 3. I really shouldn't have done that. I would have just won if I didn't do that. But, you know, that was my fault. It wasn't him randomly breaking out, you know? Anyways, I guess this gives you more of an opportunity to see how he plays in an AoE field. Although, once it gets to 1000 Heartless, you'll really be able to see that. You know, I really only want, like, a limit and final to be done for this, because I was originally designing the Vanitas moveset to be used without dry forms even being a thing. But then I had the idea for limit form, and, you know, then I had a really good idea for final form, which I won't spoil yet. So I guess I should talk more about the limits. So, Sonic Shadow, it functions pretty similar to the Sonic Blade, where, you know, now you're taking damage during the slashes, but the delay on acting out of them is so short that you'll be able to rapidly heal yourself if you know, button mash, because you know what I'm saying. Anyways, so also when it ends, you can actually do a finisher combo out of it. So, you know, I guess that's not really like Birth by Sleep, but I thought it was cool that I could do that, so I went ahead and left it in. Doesn't seem like too bad of a thing to include. And then, you know, the Ragnarok one. Basically how that works is, during that looping animation thing, when he has the ring around him, or to be more specific, 22 frames, he'll be invincible during that, and the rest of it, you know, he'll take damage, but, you know, he'll still keep the limit going. And then, when he does the knock-up, he'll be taking damage during that, unless he lands on the ground and gets hit, then he'll actually get knocked out of it. I don't know if I showed in this video, but before he does the aerial slash upwards, you can actually activate the twirl. So, and then the actual twirl thing, when you get hit during that, you will just be knocked out of it. It won't continue, but you have free movement during that. So, you know, conjure up a laser storm and have fun with that when this gets released. I still have to nerf the damage on it, but specifically I have to stop that animation from looping. That was a result of a bug. I didn't intend for that to happen, but it looked cool and I wanted to get a video out, so yeah. See ya.